Holland getting set here now. They do have a whole set of downs to punch this one in. However, they would love to get it in here now. Hand off to Marco. Marco cuts back. He's trying to punch one in.
Wait for the single here.
Looks like it's going to be about first and goal with some inches to go to the goal line. However, Dalhousie with a big defensive stop, able to stop Briones from just rushing that one in.
I imagine we'll see the quarterback sneak here. I imagine Tron will just follow big Colin Cecilpure right in there.
Tran looking for that push. He gets the extra push by quickly in the back. And it is touchdown. Holland College Hurricanes. Number 10, Tayshawn Tran, able to punch one in for his team, calling his own number and following his O-line into the end zone.
This is a great start by Holland College here now. They'll look to build on this momentum. They look like they'll be kicking for the single point here.
Tran was stopped at first. However, a push by teammate Clevie Wiley Jr. was able to get him into the end zone. Urikai Mitchell lining up to kick. Majuri looking to hold. Ball is snapped and kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. That's number 7. Maybe it's not number 7. That was number 5, Liam Chisari, with an excellent dive to block that extra point. Extremely athletic play.
Yeah, if you look here in the replay, you'll see that I don't think he was ever touched. He got by whoever was supposed to miss the blocking assignment there in the end there, and he just got right on through as they overstacked that end.
We are looking at the replay here now, and yeah, he absolutely walked right in. It was no problem for him.
Yeah, they overstacked that end, and they just absolutely got the numbers game there to work for them. So Dalhousie now will have to get ready to return this kickoff, and I'm sure Coach Haggard on the sideline is telling his boys to settle down and
keep their heads straight.
That's right.
We've got 9:39 left to play here in the first quarter. We've got Holland College Hurricanes 6, Dalhousie Tigers 0, with the extra point just being blocked just now. Holland College getting ready to kick to Dalhousie.
Once again, Dalhousie has 2 returners back. And don't be surprised if Holland College pulls out an onside kick here, just to keep the momentum in their favor.
Ball is kicked. Urikai Mitchell with a bomb. Looks like they're going to let it fall out of bounds. That was number 2, Isaac Owings Omotimbe, who would let that one roll out.
So with the rules in this league, once the ball goes out of bounds, there's a penalty on the play. You can't kick the ball out of bounds on the kickoff. So they'll have the options of either having them kick it over again or take the ball at their own, I do believe it's their own 40-yard line. And it looks like Dalhousie is opting to take the ball at their 40-yard line. So we'll see now whether Dalhousie comes out again with the run game or whether they'll go to the air here.
Holland looking for a big defensive stop. Duplessis in the backfield is looking, bobbled by number 4, Alistair Shawan. Almost made the catch.
Yeah, he just couldn't get his hands on the ball there. Just kept bouncing around between his chest and his forearms there and just never had control of it. And then he heard footsteps, I do believe, and dropped her.
Might have just made him a little bit antsy. However, Duplessis had all kinds of time in the backfield there. Excellent job by his O-line. Offside. Flag is thrown. Duplessis is scrambling. He runs. He calls his own number. He's looking to maybe make it for a first down. Looks like he got the yardage for a first down. However, an offside flag was thrown. It was very clear offside.
Yeah, this play will be going back. Great job by Holland College defense there to cover the receivers there and not give Duplessis any kind of a play at all. Oh, wait a sec. They're calling offside against Holland College. Holland College must have moved first.
So it looks like they will be moving the ball. And it will be a fresh set of downs for Dalhousie. That's a tough break for Holland. Handoff to number 17, Matt Lindsay. Was a pitch to Matt Lindsay looking for the outside zone, however, was brought down quickly.
And he lost about 4 yards on that play, so now it's going to set up 2nd and 14 here. Great job by Tyler Hall and Tristan.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis looking downfield, tries to make the pass to number 19. James Young, however, no good.
Yeah, that ball went right through his hands. He just didn't squeeze it there and just...
My apologies. That was number 18, Neil Pickett, the intended receiver, not James Young. However, Neil Pickett. However, ball was dropped, and it looks like they will be opting to punt the ball here.
It'll be interesting now to see. The Mallow brothers have been having an excellent year returning the ball, Ryan. And I'm wondering whether Dalhousie might just try to kick it out of bounds just to save themselves.
The hassle?
Yeah. Dalhousie is putting an onside man on.
Ball is squibbed right out of bounds, right about the 55-yard line.
Yeah, he might have got like 6 yards on that play. I don't think he had a complete control when he dropped the ball to his foot. So this is another great break for Holland College.
Yep, they are given excellent field position here. It looks like the ball will be at about the 57-yard line. Sorry, 53-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to be...
57's not even a real yard line.
Don't make the field any longer than you have to, Ryan.
Ball is snapped, Tran in the backfield, hand off to number 34, Rod. Oka Rod breaks through the middle. He breaks through a bunch of tackles and gains about 15, close to 20 yards on that play, straight up the middle.
Yeah, it looks like Holland College O-line is just absolutely pushing back Dal's D-line here and just letting them open up big holes for the running backs of Holland College. We're wondering now how long it'll be before Dal starts moving some of their linebackers up here onto the line here and tries filling in the box.
Yep, Holland has had the success running up the middle this morning, as Rod has been very, very crafty inside. Getting set here now, one back set. Tran in the backfield, hand off to Marco Briones. Marco goes for the run. Looks like he gains about 2 or 3 yards on that one.
So this is going to bring up 2nd and about 6 yards, I would say, Ryan.
Holland College pushing into that Dalhousie territory. Interesting to note, this is one of the first times this year that Holland has not been plagued by too many injuries and have had a lot of their key players healthy and ready to go. Tran is looking in the backfield all kinds of time, was looking for Urikai Mitchell up the middle, gets it. Urikai Mitchell brought down by 5 or 6 Dalhousie players. He had some help from number 52, Giandre Grosvenor, one of the O-linemen. However, just brought down shy of the 20-yard line.
And that'll be enough to set up a first down for Holland College here.
Those quick passes right over the middle have been Holland College's saviors over these last few home games. Able to get the small stuff is how they've been able to push the field.
Well, that's what you got to do in this league is you got to take what the defense will give you, right, Ryan?
Getting set here now. One back set. Tran and Oka in the backfield. Hand off to Oka. Oka straight up the middle. Big hit. Brought down initially. That was number 40, Riley Fitzpatrick. However, Fitzpatrick had a hand from a few of his teammates in bringing down Oka.
Yeah, and Oka picked up 5 yards there, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 here for Holland College.
Holland College getting dangerously close to that Dalhousie red zone. They're just about to break into about 15 yards. Looks like Holland is still running with the same set they have been. Tran in the backfield, one back is Oka. Looking is Tran. He was looking for Urikai Mitchell. However, Mitchell was absolutely dogged down by Fitzpatrick, was ready for him. There is a flag on the play.
I do believe we're going to be probably looking at offside Holland College. It'll be interesting to see now whether Dell forces them back or declines this. Penalty will be declined by Dalhousie, so that'll set up 3rd and 5 for Holland College here. Interesting call now for Holland College, whether they take the points or whether they try to go for this.
If they decide not to go for it, they could always kick a field goal. They are definitely within field goal range.
Yeah, and that's what they look like they're doing. Majority's coming out to hold the ball, and Kai Mitchell is out there to kick for the field goal.
Holland is definitely interested in getting the points more than risking a turnover on downs. They need the points here today. And to put 9 up on the board early would be nice. Kick is good.
Kick is good, but we do have a flag down on the play.
Referees are coming together now to decide what the flag actually is. Taking the time here now. While we're waiting, Holland College men's football would like to thank some of their sponsors: Holland College Student Union, Sports Center Physiotherapy, healing your pain to get you active again, Press for Time, print, copy, design, signs, and impaired.ca.
It looks like it's going to be offside against Holland College, so they're going to have to move this ball back here now and redo this kick.
It looks like they will be redoing the kick, and they will be pushing it back.
Another 5, yeah, they're going to march off 5 yards there, so that'll be
they will re-kick.
it looks like he'll be kicking from his from Dalhousie's 27-yard line here.
Ball is snapped. Kick is good.
We do have another flag down on the field, though. We'll have to wait to see whether there might be somebody lining up on Holland College on offside in the neutral zone there, causing these offsides. But
jury running over now to deliberate with the referees. And it looks like members of the Tigers are running over to their sideline to deliberate with their coaches as well. Looks like they have come to a decision.
yeah, and they're going to pick the flag up here and call this good, Ryan.
Yep, they are going to call off that flag. The field goal is good. It is 9-0 for Holland College against Dalhousie University. There is 4 minutes and 19 seconds left to play, and Dalhousie will be taking over here.
An interesting event that is also happening today is the game between the UNB Bombers and the UNB St. John Seawolves was canceled this week today.
Yep, I saw that this morning. I read that, and
so that'll give UNB St. John, UNB Bombers an undefeated season.
Yep.
They'll be 6-0 with. So they'll join the other 2 teams in this league that have gone 6-0 in the regular season: Holland College and Dalhousie, which has actually gone 6-0 twice in their in the history of this league. The only team that would have 2 undefeated regular seasons.
Duplessis took the time to throw the ball, however, waited. Pass was completed to number 9, Spencer Muse, however, was brought down very, very early.
It looks like he picked up about 5 yards there, Ryan. So that's going to set up 2nd and 5. And like I said, Dalhousie is known for them slants and sweeps and short passes, so we'll have to keep an eye on it to see whether that'll be working for them all game long today.
Holland College is looking for a big push from their defensive line, trying to tucker out this O-line. Ball is thrown right over the middle. It was a dangerous ball. Intended receiver, and there's now a flag on the play. Intended receiver was number 17, Matt Lindsay. However, it looked like Lindsay and another Holland player got into a bit of a scuffle.
Yeah, there might be a pass interference here. It looked like the Holland College player came over the back of the Dalhousie player, and that's what it's going to be, pass interference against Holland College. So that'll set up a new set of first downs.
Referees finally coming to a decision. It's been a bit of a strange game here this afternoon, but it looks like it's going to be enough to move the sticks. It's going to be a fresh set of downs for Dalhousie, taking over at about the 54-yard line. No, it's just, my apologies, the 50-yard line.
Yeah. Dalhousie would really love to get into Holland College territory here.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis with a little sweep to number 20, Corky Smith. Smith gets enough for the first down, however, is brought down, and that is actually 28, Jason Watts.
Yeah, he picked up about 12 yards on that carry there, so that's going to set up another first down and actually move Dalhousie into Holland College's territory.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis hands off to Watts once more. Watts is looking to go straight up the middle, however, is brought down by a conglomerate of Holland College players, including number 53. That is Owen Kramer getting in on that tackle.
Looked like he picked up about 4 yards, so that's going to set up Dalhousie's 2nd and 6 here. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see either a slant or a sweep here with the short pass.
Getting ready, motion. Duplessis in the backfield. He is looking. Intended receiver was Lindsay. However, it went right through his hands, and it's going to be about 3rd and 7 for Dalhousie.
And once again, now Dalhousie will be bringing up the punt team. It'll be interesting now. In the first punt attempt that Dalhousie had, they squeezed the ball and only went about 6 yards, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can get a better kickoff today. And once again, Dalhousie is putting the onside man on. Both MFBALL brothers are back for the return.
Ball is snapped. Ball is kicked. And it is kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Dalhousie's strategy here is try to keep the ball as far away from the MFBALL boys as they can, which is not a bad strategy when you consider how good of a season Jack and Mac have ahead of running the ball back.
So Holland College will be taking over at about the just shy of the 20-yard line. Getting ready here now. It is Tran and Marco in the backfield. Ball is snapped and handed off. Marco looks to run this one outside. Gets a nice stiff arm on was number 21, Asher Majay. However, flag is on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he made it back to the original line of scrimmage there, so it'll be interesting to see what this call will be. It's going face mask against Dalhousie.
That's a tough call for Dalhousie, as it's going to bring them back.
Well, actually, they changed that. They're actually calling face mask against Holland College. Marco must have put a hand to the face of the tackler there. So it'll be interesting to see now.
So they will be bringing the ball back.
And that's going to bring it back right to Holland College's.
Pretty much the goal line.
Well, it looks like it's about the 3-yard line there, Ryan. So Holland College is going to be starting off here first and, let's see, 10, 20, 27 yards.
27.
So actually, I would say it's probably 25, 15-yard penalty, 10 yards on the to get the first down. So, yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 25 here for Holland College. Dalhousie will be bringing the house here, I would imagine, to try to get the safety.
With 1:30 left to play in this first quarter, I would also have to agree. You may try and see some trickery from Holland College. Yeah, that was a high snap. Tran is looking for the deep ball. Almost caught by number 80. Gareth McLean was intended receiver. He was left open. However, ball was just a little bit too long.
Yeah, he got turned around there. He stretched out his one hand there to try to make a one-hand catch there and just got turned around and just couldn't get his body position to make a catch. But Dalhousie brought a lot of pressure there. We're watching the replay here. So that brings up 2nd and 25 here for Holland College. Tyler Majuri lined up way back in the end zone here to run his route.
Tyler looking to put on the burners. There was a flag. Tran is looking. He's being pressured. Oh, Urikai Mitchell with some sweet feet and is able to pick up a few extra yards there. However, there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see now what this call will be. Still won't be enough for first down for Holland College, so there will be a decision to be made here. Offside against Holland College.
And I think they're actually going to call it on Majuri as well. Yep, I do believe that is the case. It was called against Majuri. That's a tough call. He was lined up some far back as well.
Now what's...
The referees seem to change their minds quite often here.
Well, the penalty was declined by Dalhousie. That's why the ball was moved up.
Yes, I understand now.
So that's still going to leave Holland College about 6 yards, third and 6 here for a first down. So Holland College will be looking to punt the ball away here. Dalhousie has, right now at the moment, has one returner, and that's number 2, Isaac Owing Abambi. I'm going to have to let you handle this one, Ryan. I'm sorry, folks. I just slaughtered this name.
Omotimbe.
Omotimbe.
Owings Omotimbe, yes. I hope I'm not slaughtering it. I think that's the closest I can probably get out of all due respect. And he drops the ball. And he just gets passed by number 6. However, is brought down. There's a flag on the play. There's lots going on down here. He was passed up by a couple players. However, I think we're going to have a short deliberation here, and we'll be able to know what happened.
I do believe the penalty is going against Dow, and I do believe it was a block. And it's holding against Dow, I do believe. So that's going to push Dow back even a little bit further.
I do believe ball carrier was brought down by number 4, Hayden Mokasinski, as well as some of his teammates.
Yeah. Just barely, Clark McCarroll just barely missed laying a big hit on him there. Just slid right by him and just.
Yeah, probably would have been quite the hit.
So Dalhousie starts off here.
Dow's looking. Duplessis is in the backfield. It's brought down by Kramer. Intended receiver was Jason Watts. However, was tipped, I do believe.
Yeah, that was a
By
bad.
number 6, Javier Fernandez, I believe, was the one who tipped the ball.
Yeah, that was ill-advised. He was hit when he was being brought down as he threw the ball there, and that ball just fluttered up there.
Yeah, it was definitely in picked-off territory.
Yeah, he was very lucky that ball fell incomplete and wasn't run back for 6.
Getting ready here now is Duplessis. Watts is in the backfield. Looking. And that will be the final play of the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of cross up there between 18 and 84 there. I'm not sure which one was supposed to run the route there, but both of them ended up in the area where the ball was thrown.
So we are getting ready here now for second quarter action. It is 9-0 Holland College Hurricanes to the Dalhousie Tigers.
Now you got to wonder now how many times Dalhousie can push their luck here and going 2-0 here and not give up a big score here by Holland College. Once again, the Mallow brothers are lined up for the return. And Dalhousie once again is putting the onside man on the kick.
Ball is kicked. Looks like Jack Mallow will be coming for it.
And Jack comes out to brings it back to the Dalhousie 40-yard line here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is to my understanding that we are placing a plastic bag over the camera just to make sure any rain that happens will not affect the viewing. We do understand that it is affecting the viewing right now. However,
it looks like we're getting a sudden squall here and a quick shower here. Hopefully she'll not last too long. Like I said, we had almost excellent field conditions starting off this game, so
getting ready here now is the Hurricanes. They are taking over on offense. Jack Mallow with a nice return there to bring them to about the 40-yard line. Ball is handed off to Oka. Oka is looking right up the middle. Oka makes a big run. He gets outside. He gets some blockers. He makes a big hit, and he's brought down by number 52. That is Eric Purcell. He was helped out by I do believe that was number 3 who gave him a hand on that tackle. Yeah. Oka with a big run. Good enough for the first down, I do believe.
And we do have a flag on the play as well. Looks like the penalty is going against Dalhousie. So that's going to bring the ball right down to Dalhousie's looks like it's going to be Dalhousie's 6-yard line. So this is going to set up 1st and goal for Holland College here, Ryan.
This is definitely the territory that Holland College was looking to get into. They would love to punch one in here and put another 6 or 7 on the board early in the first half of the game here.
Yeah. You got to take advantage of these breaks when you get them, Ryan. You can't waste opportunities like this.
No, absolutely. Any mental lapses by the other team have to be taken advantage of. Ball is snapped and handed off.
And he is in.
Oka my apologies. Marco walks through everybody and is able to break a couple tackles before walking into the end zone.
Yeah, and I do believe we have a clean field. I don't see any flags down, so this should stand.
Fantastic run by Marco Briones. Absolutely just walked in, was able to, a couple defenders draped all over him, was able to walk right in.
And Holland College will be kicking the single point here.
Once again, that's Marco Briones with a fantastic run and touchdown for Holland College, setting them up to put them up 15-0. And looking to kick the extra point here is Mitchell. Kick is good. And Holland College is currently up 16-0 to the Dalhousie Tigers.
So now once again we got to mention that the fact that for Holland College to host a semifinal game here next Saturday, they have to win by 25 or more. Actually, they have to win by 26.
Which is possible. However, it is no small feat, especially against this fantastic Dalhousie defense. Is just looking to grind you down all the time.
Well, when you consider they're only a field goal and a touchdown away from a touchdown and a field goal and a converted touchdown, it's not looking too far off. It'd be interesting to see now whether Dalhousie can get their play calling under here. And
ball is kicked by Mitchell straight down the middle. Picked up by number 5, Liam Chisari. Liam is looking to take it outside. He gets a blocker. Oh, just missed by 26, but brought down by a conglomerate of Holland College players, including Cleveley Wiley, Owen Kramer.
Number 6 is in there. Javier's in there.
You know Javier is in there. And Matthew, the kicker himself, number 17, pulling all kinds of duty today and not afraid to lay out that big hit for his teammates. $13.50 left to play here in the first half of this football game. Holland College is currently up 16-0 against the Dalhousie Tigers. Dalhousie is just about to take over offense.
And Dalhousie will be looking to put a string of plays together here, not only eat up some time, but as well eat up some turf here.
Duplessis looking. Intended receiver was number 4, Alistair Chahuan. However, the ball was just short.
I believe she was tipped there at the line. I didn't see who's got his hands on it, but I do believe the ball was just barely tipped there at the line.
Dalhousie would definitely not only love to eat up some time in turf, but would definitely love to put one in themselves to try and counteract that point differential. Because as previously mentioned, Dalhousie does not need to win here today to secure home field. However, they do need to avoid losing by more than 25 points. Duplessis brought down just about back at the yard, or about the 40-yard line. However, there is a flag on the play.
I believe this will be coming face mask against Holland College. So it looks like Dalhousie will pick up a first down here and new set of downs to move the ball with. So we're looking at a 15-yard penalty there and a new set of downs for Dalhousie, and they will be starting off at Holland College's.
About the 55-yard line.
Actually, yeah, that's what they're going to be starting right at center field there.
That's definitely something that Dalhousie was looking for, a break like that to eat up some turf without having to work too hard. Ball is handed off. Watts is looking to pound one right up the middle.
And once again, there's another pile in the scrum here.
That seems to be the, what's the word I'm looking for? The normal here today, brought down by multiple people. It hasn't been one person.
A lot of
on
gang,
defense.
yeah. A lot of gang.
A lot of ganging up.
A lot of gang tackles today. And he picked up 9 yards there, so this is going to set up 2nd and 1 here. Looks like Duplessis will be staying in the shotgun.
Ball is snapped, fakes the handoff, calls his own number, looks for a couple yards. Looks like he might have gotten it, but brought down by number 4, Hayden Mokosinski.
That'll be interesting.
It looks like they will give them the first down.
So that sets up another set of downs here now for Dalhousie as they're moving the ball. And we got 12 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter here.
Ball is snapped, handed off. Watts is looking to run that one outside. He gets outside.
Oh, big hit.
Big hit by number 23, Justice Grant, who gets up and stares him down.
Yeah, Justin actually cartwheeled him, took him right down at the knees there, hit him low on the knees, and just absolutely cartwheeled the Dalhousie player right over the top of him. But once again, he picked up 9 yards there in the play, so that's going to set up another 2nd and 1. No, actually, they're going to give it to him. They're going to mark the ball that he did get the full 10 yards, and that'll set up another set of downs for Dalhousie.
And again, that was Watts, the ball carrier, brought down by number 23, Justice Grant, who had a big hit. Pitch to Watts. Watts is looking to bring this one outside again, looking for some more yardage, however, is brought down by a conglomerate of Holland players once more.
Yeah, Holland College linebackers sniffed that out right off the bat, and we're right there to stop him from turning the corner. Looks like Watts made it right back to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to set up 2nd and 10, Ryan.
Holland needs some big defensive plays here. Does not want to get Dalhousie in their red zone. Being chased down. Oh, gets the pass off. Pass is caught by number 18, Neil Pickett. Duplessis was under some sort of pressure by number 51 when he was being swarmed. That's Marc-Andre Danso was swarming Duplessis while Duplessis was able to get the ball off. Pickett was able to catch and get enough for a first down.
So that moves the chains and sets up another set of downs for Dalhousie here.
Looking is Duplessis. Intended receiver. Oh, big hit. Pass is caught by number 17, Matt Lindsay. However, just about after maybe a yard. Looks like he had made a pickup of about 1.
Yeah, and Tristan Hall read that right exactly and came up and made the big hit there on him. So Holland College will be looking for a big defensive stand here to force Dalhousie into 3rd down territory.
Duplessis is looking. He's being chased. Ball is in the air. And it is no good. Intended receiver was number 4, Alistair Chahuan. However, ball was no good. It was just a little bit too long. We are looking at 3rd and 10 for Dalhousie here.
And once again, now, like I said, points being a big thing here now. I can't see Dalhousie not. Well, it looks like Dalhousie's going to go for it here. Which is very interesting when you consider that, points are such a big difference today.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with you there. However, Dalhousie must have some serious faith in their defense. Oh, was being chased down by number 93, and it looks like he is going to be grabbed. Ball is intercepted.
We'll have to see now whether they actually call this a catch or not.
I don't think they're going to call, or maybe they are.
Yeah, they're calling that a catch, and that'll mean that Holland College will be starting off at their own. Looks like they're going to be starting off at their own 1-yard line here.
Yeah, you would almost prefer it if he wouldn't have got the ball off. Just take him out of bounds and take the ball at close to the 30. However, that puts about 30 yards on Holland's trek to the end zone here. We've got 9 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first half, and with Holland rolling here, they'd love to probably eat up some time, turf, and punch one in, get a big 100-yard drive, and carry that momentum.
Yeah. Now, Dalhousie will be looking to make a big stand here to keep Holland pressured.
Tran in the backfield. Ball is snapped and bumbled. Looks like,
we look like we're going to get a safety here.
The snap was bumbled, and
actually recovered, and Dalhousie actually got a touchdown out of that, Ryan.
Yep, the snap was bumbled. Tran could not hold on to it. He drops it in the backfield, and Dalhousie recovers, and it looks like we're going to have a touchdown. That's a tough break for Holland, who just gets the interception. And the interception almost gave them that touchdown.
Yeah.
You have to think that maybe if the ball was not caught and you take over closer to the 30-yard line if something like that doesn't happen.
And this might be interesting here, Ryan. It looks like Dalhousie might be setting up to go for 2 here instead of kicking the extra point here. So there you go. Duplessis coming back into the huddle here, and he's going to make the play call here. And Dalhousie will be going for 2 instead of taking the 1, trying to take the 1.
Risky call by Dalhousie, just considering how crucial points are this time around. Ball is snapped. Duplessis is looking, and he makes the catch. Intended receiver was Alistair Chahuan, and he makes the catch.
So that cuts Holland College lead from 16 points down to 8, and it's a 16-8 game for Holland College here with 9 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter here.
Tough break for Holland, who would have liked to have just kept the points rolling, however.
And like we said, now these 2 teams will meet next Saturday, depending on the outcome of this game today, whether or not who will be hosting. Once again, UNB St. John will be traveling to UNB Fredericton to play them.
Yeah, and if Holland can just so happen to pull off a win here today and win by more than 26 points, they will be able to secure their own home field advantage next week. However, if Dalhousie happens to hold Holland College to less than 25 points here today, then they've secured their own home field. Dalhousie is getting ready to kick off.
Once again, the Mallow boys are back to do the return. Will be interesting to see whether Dalhousie will actually kick to the Mallow boys or whether they'll try to keep the ball away from them.
Getting set here now are both teams. Ball is kicked.
Looks like
and it's scooped up. Looks like it's Gareth McLean who is running for Holland, is brought out about the 30-yard line.
We've got a little bit of pushing and shoving going on here. And both boys walk away. So now Holland College offense will want to come out here now and make a statement now after having that fumble in the end zone here. They want to come out and put some points on the board here and show Dal that they are in control.
in the politest way possible after being humiliated on their last offensive set. They are definitely looking to make a bigger statement here. Dal knows that they can make that statement. Dal knows that Holland feels like they're in control of this game, but Dal also knows that they feel like they're in control of this game. An 8-point differential in football is quite nothing. The pitch is out. Looks like a bit of a high tackle. However, no flag on the play. Handoff from Tran to number 34, Rod to Oka.
And Rod actually lost about 4 yards on that, so that's going to set up 2nd and 14 here for Holland College, as the tackle was made in the backfield. So this will probably set up a passing play here, Ryan.
Yep, absolutely. This is 2nd and long. Holland College will more than likely be looking to take it to the skies. They have some excellent receivers who have been doing their due diligence here today. However, high snap. Tran is looking for the long bomb to Majuri. Majuri just can't make the catch. It just bops out of his hands.
Yeah, it looks like he just hit him right in the chest plate there and just bounced up in the air there. Holland was actually pretty lucky that the ball wasn't picked off. It just bounced away from any Dalhousie player. And that's something that you don't see very often. Tyler Majuri is a all-star receiver in this league, and he usually has good hands. That one just got away from him.
Yeah, and it's too bad because Holland definitely would have liked to have had that long bomb. They're looking at 3rd and long here, and it looks like they are going to punt.
Yeah, 3rd and 14. Dalhousie just has the one returner back, and Holland College does have an onside man, so look out for him.
Ball is kicked.
Straight up.
It looks like it actually looked like it might have had a hand. Yeah, it looks like number 19, that is James Young, is signaling to Matthew Yurikai Mitchell that he tipped that. And so I do believe that was tipped, and that's why it just went out of bounds.
Yeah, so that's going to set up Dalhousie first from Holland College's.
Watching the replay here now. Yeah, it looks like number 19 did get a hand on that.
Yeah, so it looks like Dalhousie will be taking over at Holland College's 32-yard line here. And once again, now Dalhousie will be looking to march down the field and not only eat up time off the clock. We have a timeout called by Holland College. So Dalhousie's looking here now to, like I said, march down the field, not only eat off time off the clock, but also put up some points here. Close this score here between Holland College and Dalhousie. Like I said, it's 7:33 left in the second quarter, and Dalhousie is behind by 8. It's a 16-8 score here for Holland College.
And while we're waiting, Holland College men's football would like to thank some more of their sponsors: Hunter's Ale House, The Factory Downtown, Charlottetown Beer Gardens, and John Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to be here by myself as Leslie Fall. My color commentator is just running off. Holland players are returning to the field. However, we would still like to thank more of our sponsors: PEI, the source for sports, and East Coast Cresting, screen print and embroidery. Thank you for always supporting Holland College men's football. Getting ready here now as Holland College takes to the field. Dalhousie is still up at their sideline deliberating with their coaches. Holland is getting ready to take over on defense. And Dalhousie is now taking to the field. You know, Dalhousie's O-line is heavily anchored by number 66, Peyton Arsenault, that center who works so hard to keep Duplessis safe. Duplessis looking for the long bomb. Intended receiver was number 9, Spencer Muse. However, the pass was no good. It was just over his head. Props to the Holland College secondary for also being able to keep the pressure on him. It looks like number 28, Jason Watts, the running back for Dalhousie, is having a bit of a conversation with one of the referees. And time is in. Duplessis in the backfield, one back set. Ball is handed off. He is looking. Intended receiver number 4, Alistair Chahuan. However, ball is caught. That was quite the catch. Very acrobatic. It did not look like a catch from where I was sitting. However, the referees are ruling it a catch and that he did come down with it. I do have to admit, from my angle, it did not quite look that way. However, it looks like the referees have decided that it is a catch. Very impressive. That's number 4, Alistair Chahuan, with a fantastic acrobatic catch for Dalhousie. It looks like the referees are talking with a couple of the Holland College coaches. I do believe that's head coach Steve Lettner. He's down there deliberating, trying to explain his position. However, the referees have blown the time in. Ball is snapped. Duplessis is looking. And it looks like he throws it right off the back of one of his own O-linemen. Fantastic work by that Holland College defense, able to swarm the Dalhousie O-line this time around.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here for Dalhousie.
Ball is snapped, handed off to Watts. Watts is brought down by number 7, Tyler Majuri. There's a flag on the play.
Holding against Dalhousie will be the call.
Getting ready here now. They are bringing the ball back. And it looks like it's going to take them back. Oh, we are looking at about 2nd and
20, I would say.
Yeah, close to 20. Very close to 20. You can almost guarantee that Dalhousie will be looking to pass the ball here.
Holland College DBs will be keeping a close eye on the receivers here. Holland College will look like they'll be rushing four guys.
One back set. It is Watts in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Duplessis calls his own number.
He's got a lot of space.
Has a big opening. He's got lots of room. It's brought down. Looks like he may have gained. He definitely got the yards he was looking for. He gained about 15 yards on that run.
That's still going to set up 3rd and 5 here.
Yep, they are still going to be short the first down. However, there is also a flag on the play.
And if it's going against holding against Dalhousie, so that's going to bring that back again. Dalhousie's on consecutive penalties here have pretty well pushed themselves out of field goal range as well.
Yep, coaches hate those kind of mental lapses, things like holding, things like roughing the passer, offside, those undisciplined penalties. Coaches will make you run for that. It's got a tough break for Dalhousie.
So that's going to set up 2nd and 30.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
However,
one quick pass and it could.
Yeah, we could be looking at a touchdown. However, with 8 minutes, that is 6 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. Dalhousie is looking more probably just to eat up some clock and turf here and get themselves back in field goal range. Ball is snapped and handed off to Watts. Watts is looking to run it outside. No, it's no good. He gets brought down.
Looks like he might have actually lost a yard on that play, actually.
And we are looking at 3rd and 30 for Dalhousie, and they are definitely looking to bring on their punt team.
It'll be interesting now to see whether Dalhousie looks to try to kick it through the end zone, or we'll have to see here. Oh, no, they're not going to be able to kick it through the end zone here. They're way back now.
Oh, yes, they are very far back here now.
So the object here now will be try to keep the ball as far away from the Mallow boys from returning.
Dalhousie will be kicking from almost the 50-yard line by the time the kicker takes his steps. Ball is kicked in the vicinity of Jack Mallow. He picks it up, and he's looking to dodge this one outside. He turns it back around. He gets a block from his brother, Max. Jack takes it outside. He takes it outside again. He's to the 20. He's to the 30. He makes a big hit. He's still on his feet, and he gets brought down just about at the 40-yard line after a very impressive run and a big hit by number 9, Jack Mallow.
And Jack has that bust-away speed, right? Once he gets the ball and starts twirling and and cutting back, he can break one loose with no problem at all.
Absolutely. I definitely thought he was on the way to breaking one after receiving that lead block from his brother and making a big hit on the kicker. That hit on the kicker is what slowed him down and was able to allow everybody else to catch back up to him.
So Holland College will be starting off here at their own 43-yard line here, it looks.
Ball is snapped. Oh, and look, there's a flag on the play immediately.
Oh, we got flags everywhere. Looks like a laundromat out there. There's so much laundry on the floor. Looks like, again, it's going to be offside against Holland College. Somebody's just not getting the candidates down right here, Ryan, I don't think.
You have to wonder if they're even snapping on a different count or if somebody is just jumping early on a regular count.
Looks like we got offside against Holland College, and so they'll be marking the ball back. So the ball will be coming back 5. That's going to set up 1st and 15 here.
Yep, Trade is in the backfield. There's a one-back set. We've got 4 minutes and 55 seconds here to go. Holland College is up 8 points. Hand off to Oka. Oka is brought down. Looks like he may have lost a yard on that play. Tough break for Holland. They definitely want to move this one down the field. They'd like to probably put a few more points on the board before halftime. As being continuously mentioned in this broadcast, Holland College must win by 26 points or more to secure home field here next weekend against the Dalhousie Tigers. While not impossible, it is a very large feat. We have one back set. Ball is snapped. Tran is looking.
There she goes.
Looking for Kai Mitchell. However, ball was thrown just too short.
Yeah, and it's too bad because Kai Mitchell was wide open there. Whoever was covering there lost him in the route there and just left him on his own. So Tran could have got the ball to him. Kai Mitchell might have had a chance to go all the way.
Yep, absolutely. That's a tough one. You hate to see things like that where players are open. Yeah, I'm looking at the replay here now. Kai Mitchell had all kinds of time. He even stopped and tried to go back.
Yeah. So Holland College here will be going with the looks like Holland College is going with the punt here. And we got a whistle.
Looks like they are taking some time. Time is in.
Time is in, and Dalhousie's looking to once again, we have Holland College has an onside man. It looks like Tristan Hall is the onside man.
Ball is snapped. Ball is kicked. Getting ready here now.
Oh, fumble by Holland College, Dalhousie, and we have flags on the play here.
Yeah, things were happening quite quickly there. I didn't quite get to see what just happened.
And Tristan Hall comes up with a limp there.
Yeah, a bit of a limp. And he sits down immediately. I'm watching the replay here now. Coming down, waiting. Ball is picked up.
And
And it looks like it's going to be the 5-yard rule.
Actually, they're waving off no flag as they actually realize that Tristan was the onside man there, and they're picking the flags up, and there will be no penalty. So we're looking at about 3 minutes and 19 seconds here in the half here. He said Dalhousie will be looking to control the ball for the rest of the half here.
Oh, without a doubt. They would definitely love to run this 3 minutes off the clock. Hall is still sat down on the bench. It looks like he may have tweaked his ankle running in heavily. And
there's a handoff to Dalhousie.
Run down.
Yeah.
Watts with a gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
Looks like Xavier, number 6, there was in on the tackle.
Getting ready here now. It's going to be a 2nd and 5.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another run play here by Dalhousie.
Nope. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Watts has been a force to be reckoned with here today. However, Duplessis is looking. Intended receiver was Alistair Chahuan. However, slipped right through his fingers. It was in some traffic as well in the vicinity of Max Mallow, Justice Grant. However, there were a few other receivers around that could have picked up. But incomplete pass, that will bring up 3rd and 5, and Dalhousie is looking to bring on their punt team. Yeah. And now this is where Holland College wants to take advantage because they are close to the middle of the field as Dalhousie. They have to punt to one side or the other. You're going to assume they're going to punt out of bounds. You've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here. If one of your brothers can pick up the ball and even put on 10, 15 extra yards, you want to keep the ball for the rest of the half and punch one in at the very end. I know it's a lot easier said than done. However, I know this Holland team is more than capable. Middle of the field, like I said, ball's going towards Mallow. Jack picks it up, starts running, cuts one up the middle. There's a flag thrown.
We got flags going everywhere.
Looks like there's a bit of a scuffle between 21 and 5. That's number 5, Liam Chisari, and number 21, Daniel Nkunko Malimba.
Well, it'd be interesting now to see as the ref hold a meeting at center here.
The flags.
Looks like they're going to be offside into both Holland and Dalhousie. There's one against Holland, one against Dalhousie. We got holding against Holland College, and we have roughing against Dalhousie. So what they'll do is they'll move the ball up about 4 yards to offset the difference in the penalties.
Yep.
And it looks like Holland College will be taking over at their 54-yard line. So with 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
It was just like I had predicted. They definitely want to get it close to the half field right now so they can take the rest of this time. Holland College would be silly to try and punch one in quick here now. They want to use up every minute they can as to not give Dalhousie a chance to put one back in before the end of halftime. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Marco. Marco goes upfield. Marco gains about 10. Looks like it's going to be good enough for the first down.
Yeah, he actually got close to 11 yards there, so they'll move the sticks here.
Those are the runs that Holland College is looking for, the ones that burn off seconds and get you first downs.
Yeah.
They've got about 2 or 3 first downs between here and the end zone, and they'd like to try and utilize at least 2 downs of each one of those as to take as much time off the clock as they can. Ball is snapped and hand off to Oka. Oka gets brought down.
Met right at the line here. He might have picked up half a yard there if he got any. They're going to give him 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9 here. And we're under the 2-minute mark with 1:59 left here in the first half. Clive Wheatley Jr. comes off the field, and Marco Briones goes back on.
Getting ready here now. The O-line is coming up. That big O-line of Holland College has had great success here today protecting Tran. 2-back set. Tran catches. He's looking for a throw. Intended receiver is Yurikai Mitchell. He catches it and is whipped around a couple times. Was never actually brought down, was able to escape. However, they're going to say stoppage of play at him.
Yeah, his forward progress was stopped there, and for player safety, they just blew that ball dead. You can't have a guy being twirled around like that and somebody come in and smoke him, right? It's just not – the referees have got player safety first and foremost in mind here. He picked up about 2 yards there, so that's going to set up 3rd and 7 here.
It's a tough break for Holland College. They would have liked to have held on to this ball. They definitely didn't want to give it back to Dalhousie here before the end of the half. However, it doesn't look like they're going to have much choice here now.
Well, they still got the onside man here, and like I said, Holland College has got 1 or 2 tricks up their sleeve, so don't be surprised if you actually see something here.
Justice Grant is the onside man. That's number 23, and it looks like it's just going to go out of bounds here.
Looks like it's just going to be at the 19-yard line of Dalhousie's 19-yard line here, so this is not a bad deal for Holland College. There's still 1:15 left here, and the way their defense has been playing, they can actually hold Holland. They can actually hold Dallas. They can hold Dalhousie here. They're going to pick up the ball not only in excellent field condition, but probably with about 45, 50 seconds left on the clock.
A couple seconds left to.
So, Holland College, is looking to get these guys 2 and out and get the ball back with a little bit of time left on the clock and see if they can at least get down in field goal range.
And, of course, Dalhousie will be looking to do the same, as points are absolutely crucial. For Dalhousie, a win here is not absolutely necessary. However, as reiterated many times, points are crucial. Ball is fumbled. I do not think they're going to rule that a catch.
No, the official waved that off pretty quick.
The ball is at about the 15-yard line. Dalhousie will be looking at 2nd and long.
Yeah, they're looking at 2nd and 10 here, so.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis in the ball is thrown, and pass is incomplete once more.
So now, like I said, now they're going to be punting it with 1:05 left on the clock here, so.
Intended receiver was number 84, Owen Seaman. However, it entered his hands, and number 29 for Holland College, or I do believe it could have even been 28, was able there to break that one up.
So Holland College will get the ball back in excellent field shape here, depending on the return. And once again, we have the Mallow boys back.
And they are far back. They are getting ready to break a big one. Ball is snapped.
And Dalhousie's going to actually give up the 2.
Out of the end zone.
And I don't understand why the Dalhousie kicker went straight back. He should have actually tried to run it off a little bit and tried to kill some more time. He just sprinted right out of the end zone. So that will increase Holland College's lead down to 10 now. It'll be 18-8 here.
With about 55 seconds left to go, and Holland College is going to get the ball back. Getting ready here now is Holland College. They are going to take over on offense, and they would definitely like to. I definitely know they would love to punch one in here now, but if even they can get to field goal range before the end of the first half, that would be extremely beneficial. And while we're waiting, Holland College men's football would like to thank some more of their sponsors. Holland College, Holland Hurricanes Camp, the Holland Hurricanes Academy, and Hurricanes Physiotherapy, powered by Sports Center Physiotherapy. Thank you very much for always supporting Holland College men's football.
So it looks like Holland College will be taking over at their own 35-yard line here.
Coming up to the line. 59 seconds left here to play in the first half. Holland College looking to punch one down as fast as they can. It's starting to mist over the field. Tran is looking, calls his own number, doesn't see anything he likes, is trying to dip it outside, however gets brought down by number 51.
Looks like he made it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So he's going to set up a 2nd and 10 here for Holland College here.
That's number 51, Bradley Burgess, bringing down Tayshawn Tran. And, yeah, looks like he did make it back to the line of scrimmage. And Holland will look to grab a few extra yards here before the end of the first half. 43 seconds now, and it's ticking down quickly. Ball is snapped. Tran is looking for Urikai Mitchell, and he makes it. Urikai Mitchell slips, is trying to fight off of some defenders, was able to stay on his feet. However, the referees blew it dead. Yeah, he was able to stay on his feet the entire time. That's got to be so frustrating for Urikai Mitchell, who is able to keep great footing.
Yeah, so it looks like he picked up about 5 yards there, so that's going to set up 3rd and 5 here for Holland College with about 28 seconds left on the clock here. And Holland College is sending out the punt team here. You can't afford to turn the ball over at midfield here to Dalhousie, and it's still time left on the clock, so they're going to punt the ball away and play it safe.
Probably try and eat up a few of these seconds too before getting the punt off. That way, this punt will be the last play of the half. Urikai Mitchell gets the kickoff.
And the ball goes out of
bounds.
Yeah, it looks like it went out around the Dalhousie 48-yard line.
Dalhousie getting ready to take on their last couple plays here on offense.
Yeah, I can't see Dalhousie trying to push the ball here anywhere. I imagine they'll just hand it off and try to keep ball control here and security here, and just try to eat off the last 15 seconds of the clock.
Taking time here now. If they're not looking for the simple handoff, they might be looking for the long bomb, in which case look out for number 4, Alistair Chahuan. He has been the target for many of Duplessis' long bombs tonight. Duplessis looking. He gets the pass off. Pass is bumbled. And there are 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm not quite sure how 5 seconds only went by in that entire time. However,
so it's going to set up 2nd and 10 here for Dalhousie, and like I said, I'd imagine, 10 seconds left is not a lot of time to do a fancy play, but
ball is snapped. It is handed off. Watts is straight up the center and is brought down. There's still 6.2 seconds left on the clock, and it will bring up about 3rd and short for Dalhousie. Maybe 2 yards?
I would say, yeah, it's 3rd and 2 here.
And this will be our last play of the half.
Yeah, he should just take a knee here, and that should be it.
Ball is thrown. Looking for Lindsay. However, no good. And that will end the first half. At the end of the first half of play, Holland College Hurricanes 18, Dalhousie Tigers 8. We've seen a very defense-heavy game, especially one where Dalhousie is looking not to get scored on. Holland College is up 10 points, and thank you very much for joining us for the first half. We will be back here very soon.
Okay, folks, we're back here now for the start of the second half here. The captains are called to center and having a discussion with the referee here. And we started the second half here. Holland College is leading 18-8. And once again, we're going to mention that Dalhousie doesn't actually have to win this game to host the semifinal games next week between Holland College and Dalhousie. Holland College must win and have to beat Dalhousie by 26 points. It was an entertaining first half here this afternoon, as you can see, with Holland College moving the ball with several times down the field, and Dalhousie struggling a little bit. So it'll be interesting now to come out now here in the second half to see how Dalhousie does, whether they'll continue to go with the running game or whether they'll start to press it a little bit more with some more passes mixed in.
Absolutely. We saw a huge first half from the Holland College perspective from the two running backs, Marco Antonio Briones and Rod Daoka. They combined for a plethora of the Holland College yards here run today. Also, Tran has been trying to hook up with Tyler Majuri. Matthew Urakai Mitchell has not been the most successful day. The secondary of the Dalhousie Tigers has been especially all over Urakai Mitchell here today. However, with a couple catches under his belt, Urakai Mitchell's probably looking to break a couple big ones. Jack Mallow has had a couple heavy returns himself. And on the Dalhousie side of things, number 28, Jason Watts, having a fantastic day here for Dalhousie. He is their running back. He has made connections with number 10, Chris Duplessis, their quarterback, many times here today, broken for a couple big runs. It's been run-heavy football here today, a lot of up the middle, a little bit of the outside stuff, but the air has not been taken to as much as we once thought it might be, as Dalhousie is known for their short passes and whatnot. However, with the second half just becoming underway, Holland College, I do believe, is getting set to receive the ball. And we are looking at 18-8. That is a 10-point lead the Holland College Hurricanes have over the Dalhousie Tigers. And as previously mentioned, Holland does need to win this game by 25 in order to secure home field next weekend.
Yeah. It'll be interesting now to see what Dalhousie does on this kickoff. They probably want to keep it as far away from the Mallow boys as they can. Max and Jack both have the breakout speed here. They return this kickoff back to the end zone. So that would be devastating to Dalhousie if Holland scores on this kickoff.
Number 59, Adam Johnston, is getting ready to kick for the Dalhousie Tigers. And we are underway. Second half action.
Ball is
kicked to Mallow. That is Jack. Jack takes it up the middle. He tries to spin one off, grabs a couple extra yards, however, falls down.
Good coverage there by Dalhousie's kickoff team. Try to limit the damage done by Jack Mallow. And
Getting ready here now is Holland College. Tran is running in. Tran had a very nice first half, completing a couple catches, and handed one off to, I do believe it was Marco who ran it in for the touchdown, and so that's feeling good for Tran. He's got a couple under his belt here today, and let's see how he is under center now. Ball is snapped. He backs up, hands off to Oka. Oka runs one up the center. He grabs about 4 or 5 yards on that and is brought down.
Yeah, so that's going to set up 2nd and 6, I would say, by the ball placement.
Reminder today that along with the handoff touchdown that Marco had, we had a QB sneak by Tran, and we had a field goal to get Holland College up there 18 points, as well as a safety at the end of the first half.
Yeah, I'd like to send out a big shout out to Jay Dearborn, who's listening on the live stream. Jay, of course, is playing for the Saskatchewan Roughriders this year, former Holland College alumni and Colton Raven. We wish you the best of luck with the rest of the season, Jay, and in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
The running back slipped for Holland College. Just slipped.
Yep, ball is handed off to number 20, Marco Briones. However, he just couldn't quite catch his footing and is brought down, and it looks like the punt team will take the field.
Also like to send out a big shout out to Kay Okafor, who's a former Holland College alumni and St. FX alumni, who's up playing for Hamilton Tiger Cats. Also headed to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Big deals there. Best of luck to you two boys for sure.
Yeah, this goes to show you what a great program we have here at Holland College. A small college like Holland College sending 2 players to the CFL.
Absolutely. A fantastic league here, the Atlantic Football League. Lots of competition between the 4 teams. It's always competitive, and it's always exciting. That is Ambo Timbe coming up, trying to make a run. He gets brought down at the knees by number 4, Hayden Makasinski. Looks like there is a flag on the play. Again, that's Ambo Timbe, the ball carrier.
We'll have to wait to see what the call is here. We got a flag down on the sidelines and a flag down at center field. Looks like it's going to be offsetting penalties against Holland College and Dalhousie. So that's going to just leave the ball where it is and then set up first down. The ball will be placed at Dalhousie's 40-yard line here. And Dalhousie really is going to be looking to put some points on the board here and establish a set of plays here to get themselves some yardage and run some time off the clock.
Absolutely. You definitely know they want to start putting some points on the board quickly. Duplessis was looking for the pass, and he gets it off. Receiver, I do believe that is number 9, Spencer Muse. They've connected on quite a few passes here today.
Yeah, and that's for 15 yards, so that's going to move the chains and set up a fresh set of downs for Dalhousie.
Duplessis' main receivers today have been number 9, Spencer Muse, and number 4, Alistair Shahuan. They have been definitely the most looked-to receivers here today. Ball is handed off to Watts, who is draped down by Tyler Hobbs. Hobbs did not get in on the tackle, however, slowed him down enough for number 26.
Max Mallow's in there from his DB position to make the tackle.
Absolutely. That is number 26, Max Mallow. He was in with number 28, Jerome Chimpangila, in order to make that tackle after being slowed down by number 7, Tyler Hobbs.
In case you're trying to find the score of the game between UNB Fredericton and UNB St. John, the Seawolves and the Bombers, that game was actually...
Ball is fumbled, and it is recovered.
Looks like a Holland College recovery there.
From my angle up here, it definitely looked like Holland College scooped the ball up.
We're waiting for the official referee to the official single here.
I've got the replay here on the screen.
Yeah, it's going to be Holland College ball.
It looks like the handoff was where the fumble had taken place, and it looks like the fumble was picked up by number 4, Hayden Makasinski.
Yeah, I just can't stress how much ball control and ball security here is evident today. You just can't be giving up, free passes to the other team here, on either side, either Holland College or Dalhousie.
Yeah, interesting to know when you're talking about ball security, the one touchdown that Dalhousie scored today was actually on a fumble by Tayshawn Tran in the end zone. So, yep, ball security definitely playing a part here today. Tran hands off to Oka. Oka gets about 5 yards on that carry. We're looking at about 2nd and 5.
And that'll move that's going to move the ball right to the 55-yard line here. So that's going to set up 2nd and 5, like you said, Ryan. Holland will be looking to move the chains here and try to get some more first downs, new set of downs.
2-back set. Tran in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Tran is looking for...
Oh! That was almost picked off by number... get a number here. Number 3 there for Dalhousie.
Number 3, that is Alvin Shimoli, almost picked off. Intended receiver was number 87, Thomas Jerabek for the Hurricanes. Almost came up with it. However, like you said, Les, Alvin Shimoli almost coming up with the interception.
Yeah, if he would have caught that, he would have been gone.
That was a dangerous ball, too. Tran was under a little bit of pressure there.
Yeah, Holland College got another gift there, and Holland College is going to punt here now on 3rd down. They do have number 23 as their onside man.
Number 23, that's Justice Grant. He's been their onside man for most of this year. Hustling down, that's number 2. That's Omotimbe trying to carry the ball.
And he was hit hard by number...
I do believe that was number 28, Jerome Chimpangila. If not, it was a mixture with him and, once again, Mokasinski, number 4.
Yeah, so that's going to set up now first down for Dalhousie at their, I would say their 26-yard line here. So Holland College defense now will be looking to pin Dalhousie deep here in their own end here and not let them move the chains here at all.
Getting ready here now is Duplessis. He's looking. Ball is thrown. Intended receiver number 4. That's
he's getting away.
He's going to break away, and he gets brought down. That's number 21, Daniel Nkunku Malimba.
Yeah, brought him down to Dalhousie's 45-yard line there, so you're looking about to pick up about 24 yards there. That's going to relieve a little bit of pressure off Dalhousie, gets their backs away from their own end zone, and sets them up with a new fresh set of downs.
Again, ball carrier was number 4, Alistair Shahuan, able to make that pass complete from Duplessis.
Yeah.
Brought down by number 21, Daniel Nkunku Malimba.
Nkunku Malimba just actually saved the touchdown there, because if he hadn't brought that guy down, he was actually gone.
Duplessis is looking. Fires a bomb. Is actually tipped. Picked off. That's number 28, Jerome Chimpangila. He takes one outside. Jerome cuts it back. He's still going. He's got time. He's got lead blockers. 2 flags down on the play. Jerome is brought down just about at the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Able to tip that ball was Jerome. Able to snag it out of the air was Chimpangila. Watching the replay here, he snagged it. He bumps into Tyler Hobbs, and he is to the races. There are 3 flags on the play. We are still waiting for the referee's decision.
Looks like we're going to have a clip against maybe Holland College here, but it'll be after yards, after the interception. So the interception should still stand. So that's going to move the ball back several yards, but it'll still be Holland College possession. So that's going to move the ball back to Dalhousie's 35-yard line, where Holland College will take over. Like I said, this is an opportunity that Holland College just can't pass up. You don't get gifts like this every time, so you got to actually take advantage of these gifts that Dalhousie's given Holland College.
Tran under center. Ball is snapped. He brings it back. Hand off to Marco. Marco tries to take it up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Ball is trying to be snagged from him.
Yeah, Dalhousie's starting to. You can see now Dalhousie is starting to bring up the middle linebacker here to the line here to try to plug some of the gaps, so the Holland College running game doesn't be as successful as it once was.
You can also see a lot of Dalhousie players starting to rip at those balls of the ball carriers, as ball security has been a bit of an issue here tonight on both sides, but Dalhousie linebackers are really trying to rip at the ball out of the hands of those running backs.
Okay. Looks like we got an injured player there for Dalhousie. Number 40 is being escorted off the field there by the trainers.
That's Riley Fitzpatrick. Looks like he's walking. He is being escorted, but it looks like he's walking under most of his own power.
Yeah, probably just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit there.
Oh, yeah, tweak a little bit of a knee, bit of a rest, shake it off. Yeah. We've got 9 minutes and 13 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Holland College is up 18-8 against the Dalhousie Tigers.
So it looks like that Rod only got about 2 yards there, so that's going to set up 2nd and 8 here for Holland College. Once again, Dalhousie's bringing their linebackers up close to the line.
Tran under center. 2-back set. Motion. Ball is snapped. Tran bringing it back. Looks like there is a flag.
And we have procedure against Holland College here. Looks like it was a time count violation. Just didn't get that play off in time. So that's going to bring up 2nd and... Second
and close to about 13 yards there, 14 maybe.
Yeah, so I imagine this will, like I said, Holland College will be looking for a pass play here.
Starting to get pretty windy out too, and I do believe the wind is at the back of Holland.
Yeah, she's coming almost a little bit northeast there.
Ball is snapped. Tran is looking. Intended receiver is Yurkai Mitchell. He makes the catch. He tries to break one outside, and he scrambles for a few extra yards, just about 3 yards short of the first down. So this 2 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards.
We'll look at where the officials place the ball here. Kai Mitchell has been doing a great job of getting separation from him and the DB that's covering him.
Especially after making the catch. He has definitely done a fantastic job here today of working his sweet feet.
Well, so it looks about 3rd and 5, and we apologize, guys. We're the play was on the opposite side of the field, and it's a long way from Iowa eyes to look at it there, Ryan.
Oh yeah, no, I thought he was closer to about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 myself.
So it looks like Holland College is going to be going for it here at 3rd and 5.
Interesting call. They need looks about closer to 4 yards they need. Looks like they're going to hand it off. And just gets brought down.
And that was Marco Bionis with the run there, and just couldn't get past the end there, and Dalhousie stacked the line there and just actually gang tackled him. So the Holland College will turn the ball over on downs here.
So that is a turnover on downs, and while they are coming out, Holland College men's football would like to thank some more of their sponsors: Boston Pizza, Tim Hortons, Wendy's, and DP Murphy Inc. Thank you for constantly supporting Holland College men's football.
Yeah, we like you said, these two teams will meet again next weekend. Just the home field just has to be determined as a result of this game. And we'll also mention that the UNB Bombers in Fredericton will be hosting the St. John Seawolves in the second semifinal game.
Ball is snapped. Very close to being open. Intended receiver was Shahuan. However, it just about 3-4 inches in front of his face too many.
Yeah, he just didn't hit the timing, just wasn't there. Buddy was coming across, number 4 for Dalhousie was coming across there and was just about a 1 step behind the throw. Dalhousie be looking here now to pick up 10 yards here because it'll be 2nd and 10.
Looking is Duplessis. Duplessis fires. Intended receiver was looking for number 9, Spencer Muse. However, just overthrown by about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 here. So Dalhousie will probably be punting the ball away.
Yep, Dalhousie, it does look like they are bringing on their punt team. And the Mallow brothers are dropping into the backfield. Usually a pretty good indication.
It looks like Holland College is setting up for the return here. They'll probably not bring a whole lot of pressure here. Rather, have the guys come back and set up the blocking pattern for the Mallow brothers. Dalhousie still going with the onside kicker.
Ball is snapped and ball is kicked. Going to be closer to the side of older brother Max Mallow. Max breaks one up the middle. He gets a bit of a block from his younger brother. Max breaks free. He's going to go. He's going all the way, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Caught up by number 52, Eric Purcell, able to put on the burners and push Max out of bounds about 10 yards shy.
We got a flag on the play there, Ryan, so we'll have to see what the officials call here. And it looks like it might be going against Holland College.
Mallow with an excellent return there, able to just shake off a couple of defenders. However, number 52, Eric Purcell, able to catch up, put on the burners, and pull Mallow out of bounds.
Yeah, and the penalty is against Holland College, so that ball will be marched back a few yards. Looks like we have roughing against Holland College.
And you know that's got to sting, having a nice big return like that, almost bringing it back to close to where he caught it.
Yeah. Actually, he's going to push him back further. So it's going to be at the ball will be placed at Dalhousie's 54-yard line.
That is a far ways back.
Actually, it's Dalhousie's 49-yard line. Sorry about that. I do believe what happens is the ball goes back to the point of foul. That's why the ball was marched back so far.
Oh, yeah, that definitely makes perfect sense.
So Holland College with a fresh start of downs here, looking to establish something.
Under center, Tran hands off to Oka. Oka just gets blocked at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
Might have even lost some yards there.
Yeah, he'll be lucky if they mark him back to the line of scrimmage. And no, they're not going to. He looks like he lost about a yard and a half there, so that's going to set up 2nd and 11. Closer maybe to 12.
Taking the time to deliberate here now. We've got 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Holland College is up 18-8 over the Dalhousie University Tigers.
Yeah. Holland College will probably looking at and watch Kay Mitchell here now. You see the DB playing on Mitchell. He's actually giving Mitchell 7 yards here.
Ball is snapped. Tran is looking. Doesn't get much help from his O-line. However, is able to make off a short pass to Marco Briones and pick up about 6 yards there.
So that's still going to leave about 3rd and 5 here. Holland College is not even thinking about it. They're sending the punt team out.
Maybe if Tran would have had a little bit more help from his O-line, he could have found Kai Mitchell, who was...
he was running a crossing pattern there. He was doing about a 5-yard and then in. It was interesting to see that the DB actually dropped back into almost like a zone coverage and let him go free to the center. I think if I was Dalhousie, I'd be up there jamming Kai Mitchell on the line. Holland College once again has the onside kick, the onside man for the kick.
Yep, that's number 23, Justice Grant. Ball is kicked and scooped up by Omotimbe, who is still in the end zone and gets brought down.
And fumbled. The ball is fumbled. It looks like Holland College did recover it. We got a flag down on the play, so it'll be interesting to see what the call is.
Is there a flag?
There is a flag way over in the far sideline there, right where the referee's standing.
Oh, yes, I see it. Yes, there he is. He's got it. He must be confident in that flag because he's standing right behind it.
So we'll have to see what. We have holding against Dalhousie. That penalty will be declined by Holland College, and Holland College will recover the ball.
Forced fumble by number 28, Jerome Chimpangila, who had a great big hit on the ball carrier, number 2, Owings Omotimbe, and I did not see who it was scooped up by. However, it was not Chimpangila.
Yeah, and that's just bad decision by Dalhousie there. Buddy should have got down and gave up the single point and brought the ball back out. That was just bad decision. So this is a chance here now for Holland College to put some points on the board. Still early in the late here in the third quarter. 4:21 left.
Tran under center, 2 back set.
Pitch
out to Marco. Runs one outside, takes it as far out as he can, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's Marco Briones with looked like about a 10-yard run, good enough for the touchdown.
Yeah, the defensive end there for Dalhousie just missed them. And if we watch here on the replay, you can just see where he just right out of the end of his fingertips, just missed them.
Yeah.
And allowed Marco to get around the corner and go in. So Holland College will be kicking the extra point here.
Ball is snapped, held, and the kick is good.
So
there is a flag on the play. No, there's a flag on the play, unless maybe nobody sees it. Oh, this could be an accidental flag. Clearly no referee is running back to it. One is going to pick it up here now.
It's actually going to go against, the penalty is against Dalhousie. Holland College declines it and the point will stand. So that makes it a 25-8 score here with 4:05 left in the third quarter. So that gives Holland College a 17-point lead here. And like we said, they have to win by at least 26 points to host the game next Saturday.
Holland College getting ready to kick here. They would definitely... I'm trying to decide if I would be surprised if they did an onside kick. And I think I would be surprised at this point. I think they are comfortable with their defense, and I think they're comfortable with their offense, and I think they have faith that their defense can make the stops they need to. So I do believe Holland College is going to go for the regular kick here. Urikai Mitchell lining up. And taking some extended time here.
Waiting for the referee to blow the play in, and there he goes.
Ball is kicked straight down the middle, right to number 2, Omotimbe. Omotimbe looking to make the run. He cuts one up the middle, and it looks like he's going to be brought down by Hayden Makasinski.
So it looks like Dalhousie will be taking over at their own 20-yard line here.
Clearly, Holland College is showing that they have faith in their defense and faith that their defense will be able to keep the ball out of the end zone. And if you're Holland College, you're definitely looking to get some of these points without having to put your offense on, meaning some special teams points, maybe a scoop and score. That is definitely what Holland College is looking for here. They'd love to send out their offense with the chance to go up by those 26 instead of getting to those 26. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Watts, who doesn't get much before being brought down.
Yeah, if he picked up 2 there, I'd be very surprised. So that's going to actually, that's what they're going to give him is 2 yards. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 8 here. Like I said, Holland College D is looking to pin Dalhousie with their backs up against in their own end.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis is looking. Intended receiver, Shaquan. And did he get it?
No, they're not. And there goes a couple of flags. It looks like we might have a little bit of a roughing call against Dalhousie. Yeah, we have ejectional conduct against Dalhousie.
Dalhousie clearly getting frustrated here. I don't want to assume things, but probably thinking they'd come down to the island here today with a little bit of a laxed Holland College team.
Yeah.
However, Holland College came out, fired up, ready to go, knowing what was on the line, and has definitely taken it to Dalhousie here early this afternoon.
Yeah. So that was the big number 69, Spencer Lewis, who that penalty was on. So as you look here now, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and probably about 20 yards here. So Dalhousie will be sending out the punt team. Once again now, with points being so close now, it's wondering whether Dalhousie will actually give up the safety here or whether they'll try to punt the ball away and hope that D can hold Holland College away.
If I was Dalhousie, I would probably look to punt the ball here, just seeing as how they can still. They're not in the bad territory yet. Is what they need to keep reminding themselves is that even if they lose this, they've still got their home field. And what they really want to do is keep them from getting any more points at all.
Looks like the coach at Dalhousie is yelling at, and we're going to have a penalty here. We're going to have a time count violation here against Dalhousie. So it'll be illegal procedure against Dalhousie. As the coach is talking to the punter to tell him what he actually wants done. So like I said, now that makes it, I would think this would make the decision for Dalhousie all that more easy now, just to give up the safety. And that's what's going to happen here.
And there's another flag tossed up.
We're waiting to see the referee conference here to see what the actual call will be here.
Yep, it's definitely taking some time here.
And there's the safety to Holland College. And we have I do believe a penalty against. Yeah, so it looks like offsetting penalties both to Holland College and Dalhousie there. The referee was standing in the middle of a huddle there, so it was hard to make out the single. So that's going to bring the score 27-8 here. So that means that Holland College has a 21-point spread here. They just need another 6 points here to host the game next Saturday. So this is really making, one touchdown or one converted, two made field goals, and Holland College is hosting next Saturday semifinal.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big challenge for Dalhousie here to hold back this clearly fired up and excited Holland team, especially due to the fact that they got that safety. They know they're only 6 points off. They know that they have the chance to punch one in and continuously keep that momentum going. And I think it's going to be very difficult for Dalhousie to contain the excitement of these guys right now. Dalhousie getting set to kick. It is starting to get even more windy here in Charlottetown. And with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter, the ball is kicked. It is bumbled, but that is Gareth McLean with the ball. He spins off and he gets brought down just before the 40-yard line. He gets brought down by number 19, James Young.
So Dalhousie's going to need a big standoff here by the defense here now.
There was a bit of a scuffle there on the sideline after that tackle. A couple players getting into a bit of a shoving match. It's definitely been getting personal out there on the field. These teams know they will see each other again next week, and I'm sure that nothing happens here today will go unremembered next week.
No. And like I said, Holland College and Dalhousie do have a very alive rivalry, meeting in the Moosehead Cup twice in the last 3 years.
Yep, it is. This is a very heated rivalry. This one that goes back a long time. Holland and Dalhousie. Ball is snapped. However, it sounds like the referees blew it dead.
And it looks like it was a timeout called by Holland College. Was it a timeout or was it a time count violation?
Coach Steve Lettner is down there having a big belly laugh, so I can only assume that something happened that he didn't call for.
And he's calling his offensive unit over here to the sidelines here to have a little chat with them there.
Yep, it looks like the respective offenses and defenses will have a little huddle with their coaches while the referees deliberate themselves. And while we're waiting, Holland College men's football would like to thank some more of their sponsors: ADL Prince Edward Island, Pepsi, the City of Charlottetown, and Domino's Pizza. Thank you for continuously supporting Holland College men's football. It looks like the referees have come to a bit of a decision and are sending offenses and defense back out to the field.
Okay, it looks like we're ready to set up play again here.
Taking some time are the referees to make sure everybody knows what is going on, including the coaches. It looks like the coach of Dalhousie is a little bit confused with what's going on.
Robert St. Pierre is going over to have a little chat with him there and explain the situation here.
St. Pierre has been a fantastic official for us here at Holland this year. He's always called our games nice and down the middle, and he's always around to give out a hand to the coaches when they need it.
So it looks like they got everything settled here and cleared up, and
It looks like the coaches are both understanding of what's going on as well as the players, and we will resume play.
Referee is blown in time here.
2 minutes left to play here. The third quarter. Ball is handed off to Rod. Rod makes a big push. Yeah, it looks like he gains about 5 yards on that play.
And if you're at Holland College, that's what you want to do. You want to just, be have ball security here and just march the ball pick up 5-6 yards on the first down and set up second and short.
Absolutely, that's all you need.
So 2nd and 5 here now, Holland College. Looks like Tran's going to go under center.
That's been a bit of the norm here in this half. Ball is handed off, trying to get that extra push. That's a fantastic tactic by the offense there. That was number 20, Marco, with the ball. It looks like what they're doing is handing off to the ball carrier and just putting someone directly in front of the ball carrier to take the first tackle so the ball carrier can get that few extra yards. Not a bad plan.
No, Ryan, and
it's
actually
really not.
And it's actually worked because he picked up 5 yards there and got a new set of first down.
It looks like it's working. That's quite the play. I've never seen a play quite done like that. However, it worked out quite well for Holland just then.
Now, like I said, we'll have to see whether Dalhousie's defense here starts moving up closer to the line.
Ball is snapped and hand off to Oka. Oka brought down to the line of scrimmage. Everybody saw that coming. That was number 58. He's not listed on my sheet for some strange reason.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here for Holland College. Coach Devon Sparman there, former St. FX receiver there, sending in the play to Tran.
One back set. Tran is in the shotgun position. Last play in the third quarter. Tran is looking some more, gets lots of time, is being chased down by number 58. Tran calls his own number and is brought out of bounds. There's a flag down.
We'll have to see what the flag here.
It looks like Yurikai Mitchell might have taken an indirect hit. He's down in front of the bench here.
Yeah, we actually got 2 flags down on this play here. It would be interesting to see whether there's actually 2 violations or the same call. Correction on that, we actually have 3 flags down on that play.
And it looks like the referees are taking the time to speak with Holland College players.
Still waiting for the referees to make up the decisions here on the calls. Looks like it's going against Holland College here, and then you're going. Actually, we did actually have 2 different penalties on that play. Looks like we have roughing against Holland College and roughing against Dalhousie, so that should bring it back. So they're going to bring the ball back about 5 yards, so that's going to set up 2nd and 15 for Holland College here. So it'll be interesting to see what the play call here will be for Holland College. I would imagine we'd be probably looking at a pass here, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. It is 2nd and long here. We have just started the 4th quarter. Time is in, and Holland College is currently up 19 points over the Dalhousie Tigers. It is 27-8. Holland better hurry. They do not want to get a time count violation. And ball is snapped. Trent is looking lots of time, looking to go over the top to 88. That's number 88, Nathan Longley, however.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 here. And that'll actually be the official end of the 3rd quarter because the quarter cannot end on a penalty, Ryan. So these teams will switch ends here, which actually doesn't bode well for Holland College because they actually now will be kicking into the wind.
As the teams are switching ends, Holland College men's football would like to thank the last of their sponsors here tonight. That is Mind Matters, Mental Performance Training, and Coach Atlantic, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland, bussing you around wherever you're going to go, and keepinsocial.ca. Thank you very much for continuously supporting Holland College men's football. Deliberating with the players now are the referees, getting ready to get this next set of plays started. Dalhousie will be taking over on offense. It looks like they will be... oh, nope. They will not be taking over just yet.
Holland College
Holland College has yet to punt.
Yeah, and once again, the Holland College has got the onside man here, so look maybe for a short kick to see whether they can put the onside man into play.
Ball is kicked. It is kicked right into the arms of number 9, Spencer Muse. And Muse gets brought down quite early by number 11. That's Clark McCarville. McCarville bringing down.
So, once again, now this is really important for Dalhousie here. Dalhousie's got to actually do great ball security here. They cannot be giving away Holland College any more free opportunities. I'm sure Coach Mark Haggard is just absolutely screaming at his players over there on the Dalhousie sideline to tell them to, make sure they keep control of the ball.
Oh, without a doubt. If I was down there now, I'm sure I'd be hearing a lot more than just keep control of the ball. But I'm sure that he is getting the point across. The handoff is fake. Duplessis goes to make the pass. Pass is caught by number 9. That is Spencer Muse, the favored receiver of today. He is brought down just after the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be about 2 and 9.
Yeah, that was number 23 that come up and made the tackle there. Coach Leonard must be really pleased with his defensive unit today. Now they've really pressured Dalhousie all game long so far.
Absolutely, you are totally correct. Duplessis being swarmed and he's brought down.
Yeah, he lost at least 2 yards there.
Oh yes, absolutely. It looks like he's brought down by. It looked like a mixture of number 93 AJ Fields and number 4 Hayden Mokosinski. It looks like they did the joint effort in bringing down Duplessis, and it looks like they are going to bring out the punt team. Taking the time here now to get things ready.
Once again, Holland College is sending back the 2 returners. And Dalhousie will be going with the onside man. And for you folks who are not die-hard football fans, you might be wondering why I keep mentioning the onside man. As long as a player is behind the kicker when the ball is kicked.
Mallow takes it inside. Mallow brings it to the 50, the 50-yard. He jumps over. He hurdles a player before taking himself out of bounds, just about at their own 50-yard line, just beforehand.
Yeah. As I was saying there, Ryan, the onside player is actually allowed to play the ball before the rest of his teammates, if he can get down there in the field. So you always try to keep the onside man there to force the players, keep it in the player's mind. So it looks like Holland College will be taking over here at the Dalhousie 53-yard line here.
Yep. That's a pretty decent field position for Holland, especially where there is 12 minutes and about 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Holland is absolutely trying to take some time off and punch one in so they can go up by that 25-point margin. Direct snap to Marco. I do believe that was a direct snap to Marco Briones, and he was able to truck that about 8 yards.
So that's going to set up 2nd and 2 here for Holland College.
Interesting to see that direct snap right to Marco.
Doing the Wildcat play.
Yep.
Something you don't often see in this league.
Something you don't often see in many leagues anymore is little trickery plays like that. Ball is snapped, hand off to Marco. Marco tries to get outside to get the extra yardage, and he does. He gets out, he's taking it outside. He gets brought out just before the 30-yard line.
So that's going to give Holland College a new set of downs here.
That's about he's about at the 34-yard line. Holland getting some excellent field marching here, pushing the ball up an extra 20, 30, 25 yards so far. Ball is snapped, hand off to Rod. Rod tries to run up the middle, and he gets met at the line of scrimmage by a bunch of D linemen.
Yeah. Mark Haggett here, the head coach there for Dalhousie. Now he's probably going to be bringing up a lot of linebackers up to the line here to try to plug as many gaps as he can. Look for Holland College maybe to do a fake handoff here or a screen and see if they can catch Dalhousie with sending too many men deep into the backfield.
Yep, Holland College has been running straight up the middle most of this game, not really looking to pitch many things outside. Dalhousie still yet to adjust. However, every so often they're able to plug one up. Like that last one. Two-back set. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Rod. Rod makes the run. He goes up the middle. Ball is fumbled.
Looks like the Holland College recovered it, though.
Yep, looks like Rod was able to scoop it back up. And it looks like they are going to be just a couple yards short of the first down.
So that's going to leave it about 3rd and 2 here. And looks like Holland College is going to gamble here. They need the points, so they're going to gamble here and try to go for it.
They do need the points. That is a fair statement. However, it looks like Dalhousie is looking to send the house here.
And no problem.
And it looks like he's going to get the first down.
No trouble at all. He hit the gap there and just actually squeezed through 2 defenders there and just picked up the extra 3 yards.
Marco with easily able to pick up that first down. And a fresh set of downs for Holland. And with about 20 or so yards to go until the end zone and about 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Approaching the line now is Holland. One back set, Tran runs up under center. Ball is snapped, pitch out to Rod. Rod runs it outside, he tries to cut it back inside. He's brought down by number 5, Liam Tresari, before anybody else. He gets stopped at about the line of scrimmage. Holland College wasting very little time, running straight back to the huddle. It looks like he actually lost about 1.5 yards there. Yeah. So we could probably imagine Holland College will be looking to throw one here.
Yeah, it's about 2nd and 12 here, so if I was Dalhousie, I'd be keeping my eye on Kai Mitchell here. Just like I said, you can see now that they're actually playing up on the line here. Earlier in the game, they were actually giving them 5 or 7 yards off the line, and now they're...
Ball is snapped and hand off to Marco. Marco tries to get a couple. He gets tripped up, grabs a few extra yards, and now there is a flag down.
I think you're going to see holding here against Holland College. That flag was thrown by Robert St. Pierre in the backfield, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be holding against Holland College. The question is now by Dal, now do you accept this or do you decline it and bring up 3rd down? It looks like we got a couple injured Dalhousie players out there, Ryan.
Yep, no numbers from what I can see. However, that definitely looks like a couple linemen. I do believe that was number 61, Connor Paquette. Or maybe that's number 51, Bradley Burgess. Yep, I do believe that was 51. Apologies to Connor's family. He did not get hurt. It was Bradley Burgess. I doubt he is badly hurt as he is walking out under much of his own energy.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 here. So Holland College will have a decision to make. It looks like they will be going for the field goal.
Now I think this is a good decision by Holland College. I think the field goal is all they need. You know, if they can maybe get one more, and while also playing some nice heavy defense, they've got lots of time here. I think this is definitely the right call.
Now the Holland will be kicking into the wind here, making it just a little bit more difficult, but this is definitely within Kai Mitchell's range. And it is wide. So Holland College will pick up the 1 point there. So that makes it
28-8. That's a tough break for Holland.
Yeah. So Dalhousie cut a little bit of a break there. So it'll be interesting to see whether they try to do anything with that break or not. So with 7:40 left, we're definitely setting up an exciting last 7 minutes of the game here.
Absolutely. Even though you may be confused as to why this seems exciting, a team being up 20, it's because Holland needs to win by 26 in order to host home field. So one more touchdown would do it for them, which is obviously what they're looking to get here today, while also stopping Dalhousie from putting any more points on the board. Holland College would absolutely love to host a semifinal playoff game here next weekend on their beautiful McAdam Field here in UPEI.
So this is setting up 2nd and 10 here for Dalhousie. And it looks like Dalhousie is asking for the Holland College trainer to come over to the sidelines here.
And of course, out of mutual respect to the game, whenever it gets serious, people are always there for each other, regardless of the color of your jersey. When it comes to serious moments like this, of course, Holland College is going to oblige and send over their trainer. That's more than football. Ball is snapped. Duplessis is looking. He's looking to call. Oh, pass is caught. One-handed snag by Matt Lindsay. What an acrobatic catch.
I do believe this will be coming back.
Yes, I think he was probably past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball.
I also believe, I might actually think there's 2 flags down here, so I actually think there might be a holding call against Dalhousie here. So I think either way, this ball is coming back.
Tough break for Dalhousie. Matt Lindsay with a beautiful one-handed acrobatic catch.
Yeah, he had his defender draped all over him.
Yep, and still able to make that catch. Very impressive play. With 6 minutes and 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter, Holland College is currently up 28-8 over the Dalhousie University Tigers. Holland College must win this game by 26 points or more to host the semifinal game against Dalhousie here next weekend. If Holland College fails to put more than 26 winning points on the board, Dalhousie will be able to keep and claim home field advantage next weekend.
So we'll get the penalties sorted out there, Ryan. What we had holding against Dalhousie, and then we had offsetting roughing penalties both against Holland College and Dalhousie. So what will happen here is they'll march the ball back 10 yards here, and that is going to set up, I do believe, 2nd and 20 for Dalhousie. So once again, penalties are killing each team here today. There's been a lot of undisciplined play here. I'm sure the coaches will make sure that in the practice this week that is discussed with the upcoming game next Saturday.
I think the only thing that Coach Haggett and Coach Lettner might be able to agree on here today is that both sides are definitely a little bit less disciplined than they would probably like, and both sides are probably running on Monday.
Yeah, I would say.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis is looking. He is looking to call his own number. He rolls out to make the throw. Intended receiver is number 4.
We got flags. Yeah, we got flags there, guys. Yeah, both Holland College defenders were all over number 9 there. You can't, Jack's going over there to plead his case, but he was, we're going to look at it here in the replay, but I don't think, like I said, you can have much of an argument here. If you look at it here.
Yeah, we are watching it here now. Ball is thrown. They are definitely in front of him. And I do believe Jack may make some contact.
Yeah. Coach Lettner's asking for an explanation here from the sideline judge here. And you can tell just by the way he's walking back with the headset in his, that he's just not happy with that call.
It was number 31, Griffin Chenye, and number 9, Jack Mallow, who took those flags there. I do believe they were calling pass interference just due to the fact that they had small contact with Shahuan, not necessarily the fact that it was bad. Fake handoff. He fooled me. Number 10, Chris Duplessis fooled me with the handoff to number 28, Jason Watts. I was following Watts, extremely confused as to why he wasn't pounding his feet, to find out that Duplessis was taking the ball himself. Almost good enough. It is good enough for a first down. He took that straight up the middle. I tell you what, he fooled me completely. So he definitely fooled a couple people on the field.
So Dalhousie will be looking here to move the chains again, now with a fresh start of downs.
Great trick play there by Dalhousie. Duplessis running again. Duplessis is starting to truck his way through himself, thinking if you need something done right, you got to do it yourself. And he grabs about 7 yards on that run.
Yeah, he's putting the team on his shoulders here and trying to march him down and run time off the clock.
He is, and you can tell that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get time off the clock, and he's trying to get close enough that there isn't enough time that if he gets to put some points on the board, Holland doesn't have a chance to put any back up.
That's right.
Ball carrier was Watts. Looks like he picked up enough for the first down.
Yeah, they're going to give Dalhousie the first down there, so that's going to bring up again another set of fresh downs for Dalhousie, and they're moving the ball here pretty well, Ryan.
Yep, doing it definitely quickly and without worry. And he's brought down. Duplessis calls his own number once more. Definitely can tell that he's definitely fed up with looking downfield and trying to make the necessary reads because Holland's defense is just swarming him. So just opting to take it himself.
Yeah. Looks like Owen Kramer there made the shoestring tackle there that saved him from getting the first down there. So that's going to set up 2nd and 5 here for Dalhousie. And you're going to see sooner, like I said, sooner or later Holland College is going to bring everybody up here to start plugging the line, not letting Duplessis get these runs in.
Ball is snapped. Duplessis is looking, makes the short throw over top. Intended receiver was number 9, Spencer Muse, however was brought and broken up by number 31, Griffin Chenye. Fantastic play by Chenye to get in the middle of that ball.
So we're looking at 3rd and 5 here now with 3 minutes and
20 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter.
So that brings up a difficult decision here now for Dalhousie. Do you try to go for it or do you punt it away and set up lots of time for Holland College here? So it looks like Dalhousie is actually going to go for this. This is a gutsy call by it.
I would agree. I think this is a risky maneuver by Dalhousie. Duplessis is looking. O-line cuts the D lineman, and it worked out for them. Alistair Chahuan, the intended receiver, gets the pass. In case you missed it, the O-line doing what is known as a cut block against the D-line where they back up about a step and dive at the knees. Perfectly legal play and definitely effective in pass protection. Gave Duplessis all kinds of time to get the ball out to Chahuan, who made the catch, and they're able to move the sticks.
Not only does it move the chains, it also eats off a little bit more valuable time off that clock,
20 seconds just off that one play. That is definitely a good chunk of time that Holland College would probably love to have back.
There's
Little
a pitch
over to Watts. Oh, and Watts tries to get knocked down by Kramer. However, is able to stay on his feet, but is pushed out of bounds by Mokosinski.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 5, I would say, by looking at the way they're going to place the ball here. No, actually, they're going to give him. Gave him 8 yards on that carry. So that's going to set up 2nd and 2 here.
Holland must be starting to get nervous, seeing as how Dalhousie is just starting to march right into their zone. They need a couple big defensive stops here. Ball is snapped. Duplessis runs one forward, looking for those 2 yards himself. I think he just might get them.
Yeah, it's the battle in the trenches here now is starting to get a little bit more heated here. You can see the players are starting to chirp at each other here.
Definitely starting to get frustrated with one another. It's been a long, cold afternoon. They know they're going to see each other next week, and everyone knows that the Dalhousie-Holland rivalry is definitely alive and heated.
Yeah, and the Dalhousie QB does get enough yardage there for another fresh start of downs. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here from Holland College. Looks like their 24-yard line here. 23, actually, sorry.
Getting ready here is Duplessis, one back set. It is Watts in the backfield. The pitch to Watts. Watts is coming outside. He cuts it back. Tries to get cut off by Hobbs. However, Hobbs just can't quite make it back inside. Looks like he's brought down by a plethora of Holland College players, including number 93, A.J. Fields.
So he picked up about 5 yards there. So that's setting up again another 2nd and 5. And this is what Dalhousie wants to do. They want to pick up 5 yards, 6 yards on their first carry here and make it 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. And the clock is running. We got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds here on the clock.
It is a one-back set. Duplessis in the backfield. He's going to run it himself once more, getting the push from his O-line. His O-line is doing the job for him today, and he's just putting his head down and saying, all right, boys, if you're going to do the work for me, I'm going to do the work for you. He gets them another 1st down, and honestly, they've been marching into this red zone, no problem. Coach Lettner must be starting to get some frustrated with his defense as to why it can't get done.
And this is going to set up actually now 1st and goal for Dalhousie.
Interesting change of personnel. Number 51, Marc-Andre Danseau, gets yanked out and replaced with number 60, Spencer McNamara. McNamara is normally an O-lineman. Interesting to see the big man get put out here on the D-line, just trying to maybe make that big stop, get that big plug.
Yeah, and we see it looks like number 69 for Dalhousie there is being helped off the field here.
Yep, that's number 69, Spence Lewis, offensive lineman, being helped off. However, it looks like, he may be starting to lean a little bit heavier now on the trainer there.
And once again, like we say, folks, these two teams will meet again next Saturday, and in the other semifinal action, it will be the Red Bombers versus the Seawolves in Fredericton. The game that was supposed to be played there today was canceled due to St. John not being able to field enough players for a team. So that automatically gives the Red Bombers the 6-0 and an undefeated regular season. And congratulations to the Bombers on their undefeated season.
Absolutely, it is very well earned. They fought a very hard-fought battle here 2 weeks ago here at McAdam Field, where they were actually down for a large chunk of the game and came back to win. Definitely deserving of their 6-0 record, and I think Holland College would love to face them in the finals. I definitely think that would be something they're interested in. Interesting to note here, there is an ambulance coming down the field.
Never say that. We're going on here now that Dalhousie's lining up here, and it's going to be, like I said, it looks like they actually do have a chance to actually Duplessis carrying again, and we've got a flag down here, so it'll be interesting to see what the call will be. It was Robert St. Pierre in the backfield that threw the flag.
The flag is still down. I do believe it's going to be against Holland College.
Yeah, it is against Holland College. So that's going to move the ball right up to Holland College's 1 yard line, I do believe. So with 1:47 left on the clock here, and giving Dalhousie 3 chances here now, because that'll set up first and goal here. So that'll give Dalhousie 3 chances to punch the line in. It gives it a lot, and he's in.
And they're going to give that one to him right away.
So that's going to make it 28-14 here.
And that's Watts with another touchdown. That's about a 2-yard gain. And that's going to more than likely derail any hope of Holland's chances of hosting a playoff game here next weekend.
I would normally agree with you, but the way this game's going, Ryan, I almost can believe in almost the miracles.
Fair enough.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
I think that's fair enough. However, it also looks like they may be going for 2.
Now, this is an interest. No,
they're going
to go for 1.
It looked like they were going to go for 2. However, they are going to play it safe, just hit the 1.
Yeah. And the 1 point is good. So that's going to bring the score to 28-15. Now, Holland College, I do believe, will be coming out here, and they're going to try to send a message here to let them know that Dalhousie that they're not going to lay down and that they're going to be fighting them all game long and the next week.
Yeah, it's very important to notice here that this is definitely not the time to just give up if you're Holland or even if you're Dalhousie. Both teams want to make big statements going into next week. They want to have the momentum regardless of who wins and loses here. They want to be the team that's feeling the best going into next week. With no other way really to say it. They want to feel like they're the ones on top.
Well, while we got this time, while they're setting up the kickoff here, I like to take the opportunity to thank all the fans here and online fans of Holland College who stuck with us all through the regular season here. And like I said, next weekend will be the semifinals. I'd also like to thank my broadcasting partner, Ryan Cadman here. He's a journalist student here at Holland College and doing an excellent job.
Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate it very much. First time broadcasting of any kind. However, hopefully not my last. And I've definitely enjoyed my time here with you guys doing the Holland football games. It's always a lot of fun to come out here and connect with the team and connect with the other players and the coaches and the general lifestyle around that is a football team.
Yeah, Dalhousie's getting ready to kick off. And we also like to thank all the volunteers and Albert Roach and Daniel Cudmore and Mason. Mason, sorry, buddy, your last name kind of escapes me right at the moment. There's a short kick for Dalhousie into Holland College. Oh, there goes a flag. It looks like.
Yeah, I think some players are getting a little frustrated with one another, and I think that flag might be due to a little bit of mouthing off.
Yeah. Players have got to be careful here now because the last thing you want to do is get thrown out of this game, because if you get thrown out of this game, you automatically got to sit at 1 game. So last thing you want to do is
sit out your semifinal game.
That's right. So once again, folks, these two teams will meet up next Saturday in Dalhousie, it looks like. I'll say that now and curse myself, and Holland College will come back here.
Well, you know what? If that happens, I think it might be an exciting afternoon if that happens. So I think it might be the most exciting minute 28 in history if that is to be the case.
Well, in Canadian football, you can never say never. Like I said, no.
Very true. They're taking some time here to clear the field of
the kicking tee.
The kicking tee and some other. I think it might have been just some really bad loose turf. Ball is snapped. Handoff to Oka.
And he's fighting for every yard here now. So it looks like he's picked up about 8 yards there. So that's going to set up about second and 2 here.
About 2nd and 2.
Folks, no matter how this game shakes out, the playoffs are next weekend, and it'll be a rematch between these two teams.
So with 1:15 left here.
Time is in. Holland College is definitely looking to throw it down the field. It wouldn't hurt to just put a few more points on the board. Rod with the handoff, good enough for the first down, and then some.
Yeah, I imagine what you'll see here is just Holland just run the ball here and just try to eat up time off the clock here. We're looking at 1 minute and 1 second here, so. So this is 1st and 10 here for Holland College.
Ball is snapped, handoff. Trying to bounce one outside is Marco. Marco grabs about 7 yards on that run.
So he's got to pick up about 6 yards there, so that's going to bring up second. I give him 5 there, so I would say 2nd and 5 here.
Oh, wow. That's I feel like that's a little bit of a
a little bit of a placement of the ball there.
I got some questions about that one, but that's either near or there, nor for me to question, I guess. But
I'm sure Rob St. Pierre would have answers for you, Ryan.
I'm sure he would if I asked. Definitely. Getting ready here now. 35 seconds left. Referees are making sure that nobody does anything stupid here. There's no need for anybody to get hurt or. They're just
going to take the knee and take.
Which is always a good idea. It's not necessary to continuously run out all sorts of plays and whatnot.
No, they like I said, they got next weekend to bang bodies again next weekend.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Regardless of the outcome, they were going to be facing each other anyway.
Now this will set up a very heated game, I do believe, in Halifax next weekend, folks.
I would absolutely agree. I think next weekend will be an extremely intense game, and it will be the last game of the season for one of these two clubs.
That's right. And
no, you go right ahead.
Oh, sorry, Ryan. Like I said, folks, we are not sure what time the game will be next Saturday, but if you check out the Holland College webpage and Holland College football, you'll be able to. Well, they will be posting when the game will be, and it will be Holland College traveling to Halifax to play the Dalhousie Tigers.
We thank you very much for sticking with us this regular season. Your Holland College Hurricanes will always be here to give you your football entertainment needs. Please tune in next week. That is next weekend. Like Leslie said, still unaware of the time for the semifinal game. That will be the final game of the season for either the Dalhousie Tigers or either the Holland College Hurricanes. So make sure to tune in next week for some semifinal action.
All right, folks. And like I said, folks, enjoy the game next Saturday. And like I said, we wish Holland College all the best of luck next Saturday when they travel to Halifax.
And with time running down here and Dalhousie just about to take the knee, I thank you again. I'm Ryan Cadman, your play-by-play, and to my left is Leslie Fall.
Yeah, with 5.2 seconds left here now, it's just a formality here. You just got to snap the ball and take the knee here. And there you go, and that is the official end of the game here now. So like I said, Holland College will finish the season at 3-3. Not a bad first year for Coach Lettner. So we'll, like I said, folks, thanks a lot for tuning in this season. And once again, have a great day and see you all next Saturday.